Good morning, YouTube. So pretty much where I was pointing at was that little strip that Jacob had mowed with the quick shoot on. So you can see I pretty much mulches it up and it looks cleaner. So, I mean, I don't think we're still, I guess a couple more days and we're technically in fall. But as you guys saw in this property, leaves are falling down quick. Grass is still growing somewhat, question mark. It's been about a month since we've had any rain. Again, main reason why I am billing at the beginning of the month is because right now, the people that paid at the beginning of the month, they still want us to come out here, even though we haven't had any rain, even though the property doesn't need it. They're like, hey, Matt, we already paid for your services. We still want you to come out here and do what we do. And the people that I have to text, the people that I'm like, hey, Miss Judy, Miss Susie, whatever, I'll be there tomorrow. They're the ones that are like, hey, Manny, we haven't had any rain. Skip us, check back with us in 2 weeks, check back with us next week. And all you can do is like, okay, because we're so close to the end of the season. You're not going to drop them because, right now we just got to get what we can. So one of the main things I am going to focus next year is billing at the beginning of the month. I think I'm going to bill them at the beginning of the month and have their card on file. And then that way it's going to steer a lot of people that aren't really serious away. And it's just going to, I know I have to do this step to continue growing and to avoid all these headaches that I do. So right now I have about I'd say 20 people that I bill at the beginning of the month. And then I have 50 that I bill per service. And normally it's those people that will give a little pushback. Luckily, I haven't had any pushback yet, but I know it's coming. We are finally supposed to get some rain next week. So we'll see. It's like a 40% chance, but I'm not holding my breath. I just feel like if you go this route, which you should eventually do, because this is my journey. So the first couple years, side hustle, I'm pretty much allowing my clients to run my business for me. For example, I'm over communicating. If they say skip me, I skip them. When I was giving out quotes, I'd be like, well, how much would, what was your last guy charging you? And they'd be like, 50. I'm like, okay, I'll do 50. Things like that. Now I don't even ask those questions. I don't ask them how much they were paying before. I just give them my quote. If they approve it, great. If not, on to the next one. And now I'm just at the process where, I need to keep improving the business and my business model. And I think this is the way to go, which is by having their credit cards on file and charging them at the beginning of the month. And then that way it avoids all this nonsense. And I get it. I genuinely do get it from the client's perspective that, hey, it's not growing. There's literally nothing for you to do. And my argument would be, well, what about when we were getting constant rain throughout the year, and we were double, triple cutting, a 30-minute property with two guys turn into a 45-minute, and I was still billing you the same. I kept my mouth shut, and now that it's the other way around, where now it takes us 20 minutes. Now it's well, don't come out right now. And it's no, ma'am, no, sir. That's not how it works. Fair is fair, and if you don't want to be fair where you want it to be one-sided, then they're going to drop me or I'm going to drop them and they're going to find someone else. And then until they find someone that's newer, that doesn't really have systems in places where they can dictate when you can come out and service the property. And that was me the first couple of years, probably even the third year. It's not just till this year that I'm really buckling down. And I started late. I started probably going this route 2-3 months ago. Not having the card on file, but billing at the beginning of the month. But come next year, I'm going to do both. And yes, I am going to lose, or I'm not going to land a lot of jobs. But that's okay because I'm happy where the business is right now. But I had to go through those first 2 to 3 years of trial and error to finally get to this point where I do have a good set of clients that they don't give me any pushback, even though I build them at per service. They're just happy with our services, and there's clients out there like that they're like, hey, Manny does a great job throughout the whole season. So we haven't gotten a little rain here and there. Still come out, service our property. I'm still going to pay you because I appreciate you. Those are the clients that you should go after because they are out there. So property number 2, you can see where I was mowing with the mulch kit. So that section, mulch up all the leaves up here because of the angle. If I try mowing I would fall back, I think. But you can see there's still some leaves there because I just weed whacked. But yeah, you definitely need a mulch kit if you're planning to offer like fall cleanups, pretty much leaf cleanup jobs and whatnot. So you mulch them up and then you just blow whatever is left. Luckily for our area, a lot of these clients have woods, so we'll mulch leaves up, blow everything into like the middle, mulch it up, and then whatever is left, we blow it back into their woods. Make it look a little bit better. But this is how it looks. I'll try to get a better angle when I bring it back down. So pretty much that's what we're looking for. We go in, we clean up, we mulch up the blades, blow their yard, make it look nice. And then within a day or two, it'll look exactly the same because leaves are barely starting to fall. But the whole thinking behind it is that we do it in sections or in parts. And we come out every 2 weeks, we continue doing this. And then it's cheaper than them paying one person or one company like a one-time cleanup. This is a little bit cheaper for them and it keeps us busy. But there's the shoot blocker. So again, I got the quick shoot like the 36, but pretty much what you do, I don't know, I've been having this issue where it's not like closing all the way. So you kind of have to go pretty hard and no close, but there you go. That was like close to $500. And that's what will help you mulch up all these leaves. That and mulching blades, I'll put a picture of them. If you don't have mulching blades, it is not going to work. You need mulching blades for it to mulch up the leaves and do what we just did. So pretty much you can see, or y'all can see how many leaves there are. I switched over to the 36 because this is one of our bigger properties. And then Jacob will use the 52 to do like more than half of this property. And then I use the 36 to get back here and do his backyard. But you can see how nasty his pool is. It's always been like this since I've serviced them, or since I've been servicing him. It's been 2 years. But that's what I wanted to show you guys. So that's what I did with the 36 and the shoot blocker. So it just obliterates these leaves, mulches them up and whatnot. And that's all you need so that you can stay busy somewhat during winter. But pretty much like this service, you're pretty much just going to be offering it to existing clients. My phone has barely rung. I think within the last month, I've gotten 2 calls, if that. And this kind of what I was trying to warn you guys. If you live in my area, or if you guys are going through what we're going through, where it's slowing down, and you're like, Manny, do you still come out here when the grass isn't growing? Do you still service your properties? What can I do? I'm a little worried. And a couple of videos ago, I was like, surviving winter. These are things that you need to be worrying about or thinking about it, because it's coming to, for us, it's not necessarily coming to an end, but a month without any rain has definitely impacted our business. And again, it goes back to, I'm not trying, I think I'm pretty fair. My business model is I come out bi-weekly during March, from March till October, maybe November, depending how many trees you have in your area. And then during the off season, one time a month. And then I'm very honest up front with them. That one time a month is just so that I can stay in business, just so that we can stay afloat during the slow season. and ultimately give Jacob a few hours here and there, so that I keep him. And I mean, I think to the average person that has like not common sense, but that can empathize with it, like, oh yeah, that makes sense. You're a business, you need to stay in business. If you do good work, of course I want to keep you in business so that you can keep taking care of our properties and whatnot. But there's a lot of people out there that cannot afford your services, and those are the people that are constantly going to be texting you, hey man, you skip us today, or grads doesn't need it, check back with us 2 weeks. Because you're going to get frustrated. You're going to be like, man, like this is the second, third, fourth time that this person has done this. And you're going to get upset. And if you have like 5 to 10 people that do that, that's a lot of money that you are losing. And for us, we only have like 8-9 months in the season to work. And then, those 4 months, there's really nothing to do. Either you have to go get a part-time job, or you got to try to work for someone else for a little bit, or try to upsell other services, which is very hard when you don't have that many clients to begin with. So got to think ahead. You got to set yourself up for success, and at the end of the day, you have to put these rules or regulations or policies to your business so that you can stay in business. But that's all I got for you guys. We're still out here working. I'm pretty sure you guys can hear Jacob. Hang in there. Season's almost over. Next year, pretty much, learn from your mistakes from this year and grow and implement other policies come next year. Like always, like, subscribe. I appreciate y'all.